at the temple. It's Christmas time, and you can tell. You can smell the pine in the air. You can smell the breeze and everything that's happening. It's just awesome. I'm just feeling the Christmas breeze, and I'm feeling Christmas spirit, and I'm all Christmased up. So even if it's next week, Wednesday, it's my Christmas Sunday, okay? You can choose any Sunday you want. In fact, Christmas can be every day of the year. And so I'd like to welcome you all very specially this morning, and especially those of you joining us online for this Sunday morning celebration. Everything inside of the temple is looking radiant. The faces looking back at me. They are just in a joyous space. And I want to let you in on a little secret. It's no secret. If you weren't here last night, you'll miss something, okay? More and none, but you should have been here yesterday. And so, like all things do here at the center, let us begin with our opening affirmative prayer as we get settled in. Let's just pool our consciousness. Recognizing that there is only one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that governs, guards, and guides. This presence is God, and we are one with it. And in this knowing, I speak this word for this which we call a Sunday morning celebration, knowing that as we come together as a community, that each one of us have come open and receptive to the words that are spoken. So I know for our speaker this morning, Vance, that the message he brings is one of light and truth, and that all who hear do so with an open heart as we celebrate this season together. I know for each one of us within the sound of my voice and those who are in our online space, that truly this is a season of joy, of love, of sharing. And as we bring our consciousness to the Christ's presence within, we truly celebrate the meaning of Christmas. And so it is with love and joy and harmony that I release this word lovingly into law, giving thanks that all this is already so, and so it is. Friends, I'd like to begin with our prosperity affirmation this morning. And so I'd like to invite you to stand as we say the prosperity affirmation together. Okay? Together. God is lavish, unfailing, abundant prosperity. The source of all good is infinite and inexhaustible. I unify with and place my faith in the one true source. My life is already blessed, yet I'm being offered so much more. Infinite potential, unconditional love, and unlimited spiritual growth are just a few of Spirit's gifts. I am open to receiving them all with gratitude and joy. God power made me in its image and likeness out of itself, and it wants only to support me. Its plan is to lift me into higher expression. Deep in my heart, I know I deserve all the good things in life, and my acceptance of the support of the universe is all that is necessary for it to continue its work in my life. I deserve true abundance and unconditional love. I deserve vibrant health and good feelings. I deserve happiness, peace, and joy. I deserve prosperity, freedom, and ease in my financial affairs. I deserve to have my dreams come true. My heart is filled with gratitude for all I have been given and for all that is yet to come. I release my word to law, my mind. It always says yes And so it is indeed. Thank you, friends. Please be seated. And I'd like to invite our youth, if there is anyone in the sanctuary, all those who are youthful at heart. Of course we do. We have Kayla, and we have little Fitzy. No, that's not true. Who is lighting for us? Reverend Ann will light the candle on behalf of Johnny, who will now say the blessing after. Go ahead, Reverend Ann. You have to light the candle. Yeah, he will just project. Oh, I don't know. Okay, just speak.
I light this candle on behalf of all the children in the world. Let us behold the Christ in them.
So it is. And now let us say the blessing. We love you. We appreciate you. We salute the Christ in you. And we see you as shining lights onto your world. God is blessing you now. And so it is. Now it's time for our mission song. The temple of light, the temple of light, the temple of light. We are a people with a vision, born with spirit on a mission. Awesome. Thank you. Now we are going to do the prayer of our center, and so I'd like for you to stand again for me, please. And together, the Temple of Light Center for Spiritual Living is a sacred field embodying our spiritual community from which the Christ, peace, love, and joy emanate, to touch, to heal, to bless, to prosper, and to liberate anyone who comes into contact with it in any way. The light of the Christ illumines us, our center, and our environment. Our spiritual community is filled with and surrounded by the presence of God and is growing from strength to strength. The power of God expands our consciousness of truth, guiding us ceaselessly along the paths of wisdom, spiritual growth, unfoldment, and attainment. We are blessed, and to God be the honor and the glory forever. And so it is. Thank you. Please be seated. And now we'll have a few brief reminders. And at the top, let me acknowledge any first-timers visiting here with us this morning in the sanctuary. And if so, could you please stand? And if not, if there are any first-timers online, please let us know by putting your name in the chat. Oh, well, we look like we's all family. Let's give ourselves a clap. But I want to give a special welcome to Judy. Yes, she's back with us after a long time. How long have we? When was the last time we saw you? Oh, a long time. Well, let's welcome her formally. And that's Reverend John's sister, for those of us who don't know which Judy I'm talking about, okay? They are childhood friends and they are sisters. And there you go. Welcome your sister and brothers. Yes. As we continue with the reminders, our spiritual mind healing service is on recess until Tuesday, January 7th. So please keep yourself in prayer during our Tuesday evenings. We have Tuesday Christmas Eve, and we have Tuesday the 30th. Yeah, so you should just be in prayer during those Tuesday evenings, even though we're on recess. The 31st, that's the Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday the 31st. Friends, in addition, our Youth and Family Life Ministry will host the last Sunday service for 2024, and that's on December 29th. And so we are inviting you all to come out and support our youth. You know how exceptional those services are. If you miss it, believe me, you really miss out when you don't come on a fifth Sunday, because I've been missing out. So I'm here this fifth Sunday, and I'm inviting you all to come in as they make their perspectives for moving onwards and upwards for 2025. And then on Tuesday, the 31st, please join Reverend Michael Record for our New Year's Eve celebration. That will be at 10:30 p.m. And of course, please come and share the high points of 2024 and set your intentions for 2025 as we do so, as we light our candles, and we do so in a prayerful atmosphere. So be here. That's Tuesday night, 10:30 p.m. I'll see you then on the 31st. Now, if you wish to support our ministry, please know that you can do so by visiting our donate page at donate.templeoflightcsl.org, which has all our banking details. We thank you for your support, as together we make a world that works for everyone. Okay? Now, prayer support is available with Reverend Michelle Senegal at prayer.templeoflightcsl.org. And you may also drop prayer requests in the box in the vestibule, and that will be handled by our practitioners. But today, Reverend Sonia Davidson is available to pray with you immediately after this morning's service. You can also do so by calling 876-289-0907 for those of you who are not here in the sanctuary. So our number again, 876-289-0907. And now grief support and counseling is also available. Please call the office at 9276145 to make an appointment. And friends, I know that's a much needed service, so I'd invite you to make use of it being offered here at the temple. Please remember our QR codes. Those are placed strategically in the sanctuary and on the usher's desk as you come in. So you can also have the ability to scan that QR code and have the convenience of having your program in your hand or on whatever device you use. So please make use of that. That concludes our brief reminders for today. And now I'd invite you to join me in excerpts of Ernest Holmes, his thoughts on Christmas. And this is a reading. And it's from this month's creative, Science of Mind magazine. I just almost said creative thought, really. No longer exists, I know. So please tune in as you go within for some of Holmes's thoughts on Christmas. The little child, Jesus, asleep in the hay. The cattle, the oxen, the donkeys, the hens, the goose, and the sheep. The great event takes place where you wouldn't expect it. What the builders reject must become the chief stone of the corner. You know, we have the Jamaican version, the chief cornerstone. And the simplicity of the child, the purity of the sheep, the warmth of the heart of the mother of love, the protection of the father idea, the impregnation of the eternal womb by the eternal mind. Father, Mother God, the universal soul or psyche, and the universal pneuma or spirit, given birth to every form that is. This is the meaning of Christmas, the most glorious tradition on the face of the earth, the greatest profound simplicity ever uttered by the mind of humanity, the sweetest story ever told. But we must bring it to earth. What good to sing merely praises to a heavenly host? What good to look back 2,000 years to watch a divine event of the incarnation of life and light and love, of wisdom, truth, beauty and majesty, power and might? What good unless right now Christ is born in us? This is our prayer. O little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark night shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. O holy babe of Bethlehem, descend in us, we pray. Cast out our sin and enter in. Be born in us today. And now, through the inspiration of the infinite Spirit within us, may we become acquainted of the eternal birth forever taking place. And as we lift our hearts and souls and mind to the heavenly light, may angels' voices sing to us. And so it is. Amen. Now please join me for a moment of silence as you breathe in these words from Ernest Holmes. And so it is. Welcome back from that brief moment of silence. Please join me now in our first hymn selection. There's a song in the air. Please stand. be seated. And now this morning, we're going to be treated to a message of light and truth and love. Now, whenever Vance is the speaker and they pair us together as and myself as the host, there are some things that we have in common. Right, Vance? But we're not even starting right there because we are alma maters together. But you see, Vance also has company with my husband. They both went to the same alma mater, indeed, and they both share birthdays. So I don't know what that is, but you know, the point is that Vance is wrapped up inside of my world and I'm in his, and so as fellow Fortis together, Kingston College, myself and Vance, let me welcome him. Yes, don't worry, I see you looking confused. Yes, but that's true, I went there and don't ask me when, but But I want to ask you to put your hands together and welcome Vance to the podium.
We know that in spirit all things are possible. So grand rising, Temple of Light. Isn't it a wonderful day? At the beginning of this month, I flew on Spirit, the airline that is. We landed, and this month's theme of sticking the landing came to my mind as we landed smoothly. When we landed, the flight attendant addressed the passengers and said, "Our pilot has landed us safely." She paused before continuing, "Welcome to Jamaica, and it is our pleasure serving you. It is a nice and warm afternoon here in Montego Bay." The passengers then interrupted her and said, "This is Kingston." She then replied, "So on and our clap." So we are in Kingston. Well, St. Andrew to be more precise. But whether you're a tourist, Kingstonian, or from out of town, we can all show appreciation to the living Spirit Almighty for knowing itself as each of us and being the light that has guided us and carried us through this another year as we stick the landing. So let us just give Spirit a big round of applause. So it is now December, the darkest month of the year in the northern hemisphere. And there are many celebrations of light. On December 8th, that marks Bodhi Day, and that's when the Buddhists celebrate the enlightenment of the Buddha. And then on December 21st, you have the Wiccan tradition of Yule, and that honors the passing of the shortest day of the year and remembering the return of the light. And then we know that on December 25th, Christians celebrate Christmas. And that was changing from the Roman tradition of celebrating Saturnalia, when the light, the 21st is the shortest day, and then the lights start to come back, and then on December 25th, you see more of the light, and they celebrated that with a big mass. And then when Julius I became emperor, he instituted it as the celebration of Christmas Day, right? So that December represents now like the darkest day and the changing of the night and the coming of the light, right? So Jesus told us that I'm the light of the world. Ernest Holmes, the founder of this teaching, the Science of Mind and Spirit, said, Jesus was not referring to his human personality, but to the principle inherent in generic man. Those who follow this inner principle shall have the light of life, for this principle is life. I ask myself, if Jesus thought he was the exception, right? Then why would he spend so much time and effort teaching his disciples, unless he knew they could also do what he was teaching them, right? And even greater things, as he said. So he said, it's the Father within that doeth the work. So this incredible light of being is in each of us. It is the Christ in each of us awaiting our recognition and our acceptance to heal all that we came here to heal and reveal what is true and eternal. So, December, Christmas Day, 1863. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, an American poet, sat down to write a poem. Now, 2 years ago, 2 years before 1863, he lost his wife in a fire, and he himself experienced severe burns trying to extinguish the fire with his body, right? But he was unsuccessful, and she passed away. And that December, he heard that his eldest child, Charles, was wounded severely in the Civil War that was taking place in the United States at that time. So he sat down to write a poem, which was more like journaling. He was journaling his thoughts. And while he was writing this poem, he heard the bells of Christmas ringing, and he heard the choirs singing. And he wrote, I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their own familiar carols play, and mild and sweet their songs repeat, of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And in despair, I bow my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for it is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth and goodwill to men. Then the bells rang more loud and deep, and as he continued writing, it then came to him that God is not dead, nor does he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then ringing, singing on its way, the world revolve from night to day. A voice, a chant sublime of peace on earth, goodwill to men. From night to day, so that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And that's from Psalm 30, verse 5. So the light of being, the morning in our consciousness, which shows us infinite new possibilities and remind us why we chose to be here at this time. So even when I don't see it, it will find me. Right? It will find me. So Stevie Wonderful, you know that great artist who I'm speaking about, right? Shows us that physical sight is not needed to see this incredible light of being. Most of us probably know the song where he says, "A world on Christmas morning, when we awake to our divinity and free from false consciousness, there'll be no more wars. We live in peace and joy and share the abundance of the world lovingly and easily." Right? You know that song, right? Someday at Christmas. Right? So this light is ever present, even when we can't see it, and things appear dim and dark, like in 1962, when they asked Noel Regney to write a Christmas song. Right? Now, in 1962, people were not in a very cheerful mood at that time because missiles had been placed in Cuba by Russia. And many people felt that you would have a world war. Now, even the producer who asked Noel Regney to write a Christmas song, Regney said he could not write the song because this man kept the radio on listening for when the bombs would fall, right? So in that atmosphere, it said that he could not write a Christmas song, right? But while walking, he saw two kids in a stroller, right? And when he saw the smile on their faces and saw that light, it brought out that light within him, right? So he said, the word started to come to him. Said the night wind to the little lamb. And then, so he wrote the words, but he and his wife, Gloria Shane, was a songwriting pair, where she would write the lyrics and he would write the music. Now, she was more a pop style artist, right? While he was more avant-garde. But this time, the lyrics came to him. So she wrote the music to what that song, "Do You Hear What I Hear?" And that song sold 250,000 copies in its first week. And it shifted the mood among people. It shifted the mood now to that feeling of joy. Even though most people who were singing the song did not know it was a prayer for peace. Right? They were just singing the song. But that feeling of joy and so on made them open and receptive to peace. So that peace now, that was what was impressed, that feeling impressed upon subjective mind, created the tipping point that changed the consciousness, changed the receptivity to peace. And as we know, Khrushchev, who was premier of the Soviet Union at the time, and President Kennedy were able to negotiate a peace deal and de-escalate the situation. And when they asked Khrushchev, how was he able to negotiate the deal? He said he knew he could trust the word of Kennedy, right? So that showed that even within seemingly dark times, there is that light that is always there, that is always expressing, that overcomes the darkness, even when the darkness don't understand it, right? So how can we let this light shine this season and bring good cheer to persons or to someone or to just someplace? It can be very simple, as when I found out on the 11th of this month, I sent my goddaughter a blessing on the anniversary of her starting her earthly journey, right? But her reply to me sank the distance from here to Sacramento, where she is, and filled my heart with so much joy. She simply replied, "I love you so much, Uncle Vance." So we chose to be here at this time to let our light shine, to allow the Christ to be reborn in us today again. So sharing the gift of our presence, seeing the divine in ourselves and everything and everyone, with joy, we allow the incredible light of being to shine in us and be our dough this Christmas. Right? We are the temple of light, a beacon from Kingston, Jamaica, right? So, I'm gonna ask us to just show our appreciation of this light. So let us light up the place, right? And we're gonna sing, "I Am a Light." Next to you and say, "You are alive, you are alive, you are alive in this world. You are alive, you are alive, you are alive in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright." So together now. We are alive, we are alive, we are alive in this world. We are alive, we are alive, we are alive in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. Namaste.
Thank you, Vance. Thank you so much for that beautiful message. Indeed, this incredible light of being is in each one of us, and we can use it. So let us give Vance another round of applause. As we commit to being the light in our world this Christmas season. Okay? And now it's time for our musical item. And we have a special treat this morning. And so I'd like to invite Devel to come forward, who is going, come on up. He is going to thrill us this Christmas season. Friends, thank you. Neville.
All right, so Grand Rising, everyone. How are we doing? I mean, it's been an amazing year, wouldn't you say? And we're really looking forward to an even greater 2025, amazingly, right? All right, so we kind of hold that consciousness and believe that we can move into this future in a confident and a blessed way, and we'll continue to just hold with that as we move forward, all right? All right, take it away. Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you hear what I hear? Way up in the sky, little lamb. See, do you see what I see? A star, high above the trees with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Let the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you see what I see? Way above the trees. I'm sorry. What I see, a star, ringing through the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. All right, should be good from here now. Said the little lamb to the mighty king, do you hear what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king. I think I got it now, I got it. Do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. In your heart, pray for peace, people everywhere. What I say, oh, in the night he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light. No. So we're going to have to do a second rendition of that one, because I don't think I gave you a good enough job this time, so hold on. Can we go again, please? Thank you. Take it from top again. And this one is the best. This one is going to be a better version. Yeah, this one, yeah. And thank you guys for joining in with me. Thank you. Give yourself a round of applause. Y'all did a good job. All right. Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite, as big as a kite. Good. Deep to the but boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy. Do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king, do you know what I know? Oh, a child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. Oh, a child, sing in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light. And this second version was much better. Thank you all so much for joining in.
Thank you, Davel. Second time's the charm. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And thank you all for joining in. It sounded so good. Wow. It's rich. What a rich Sunday morning celebration. I'm having so much fun up here. And as we do in that spirit of giving this morning, I'd like to invite you to just take your love offering as we say the love offering blessing. Hold your envelopes in your palm of your hand. And for those of you online, before you hit the donate button, please say with us, lovingly I give, joyfully I receive, be thou fruitful, increase and multiply. Bless, prosper, and enrich everyone whom you touch. Replenish all of my financial affairs. So be it. Thank you, Father, and so it is. Before we go into our second hymn selection this morning, I'd like to take this time to do our acknowledgements. For all those who make our Sunday morning services possible, let's just begin. I think I have the acknowledgements next or the hymn. Could you just pull that up because now I need to be sure. Huh? It's the hymn? No, not. I just want to know if it's that. It is the acknowledgements now. Thank you. So let's begin by, first of all, thanking those of you who turned up yesterday for our community sing. Woo! We had some awesome temple talent on display, and it was a wonderfully packed house for me. I mean, we really turned up the thrill, and there were some marvelous giveaways. I need to thank some persons who was generous in giving. to make it all possible, one of those being Tina Sherman. I'm calling names. And then for all of you who led a section or did a part, that was Sandy and Carol and Lilith and Sonia and Liz. And of course, our wonderful host, our very own Reverend Michelle. We just want to thank you all for making Community Sing possible.
And Johnny.
And a little Fitzy, Ajani. Thank you, Ajani, yes. Yes, and Liam, oh yes. And then the tech support that was here. Lauren was here, and Chevrolet was here, and our musicians. It is never, ever possible without the musicians. So Steve and Odell were here. And a young man that Uncle Steve brought, Hugh. Luke? Oh, Luke. Okay, so thank him for being here. We had an awesome time. And as we continue with our acknowledgements, we want to thank the gift of this beautiful Christmas tree. First, this was provided by our beloved Clive Edwards and Clive Thompson. Ooh. And it was beautifully decorated by Carol Campbell, Sonia Williams, and Lauren, who strung the lights, and me, who just gave directions, nothing. But it's beautiful. It's really a marvelous work. I've been told by one of those persons between you and I that if they have to give up their day job, they have another career here in decoration. So, hey. And then we also want to, of course, thank our floral angels for the gifts of our poinsettias that continue to adorn the sanctuary and the floral arrangements that's in the front. So we want to thank those ladies. And then let us thank the musicians this morning, Davell and Odell and Steve. And the temple voices, without whom it would not be possible, Sandy, Carol, Lilith, and Sonia. Thank these beautiful ladies. And I'll not leave out my ushers. This morning I have Paulette out front. Thank you, Paulette, for being here, and I thank all the other ushers who make this possible every week. And this morning our tech team is Lauren. Can't see who's behind the screen. Chevrolet again. Okay. And of course, Christine and Tyrell is also there, but not today, but thank them also for their support. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank our hospitality team, who you know is preparing something scrumptious for us for this after-service celebration this morning. It's Christmas Sunday, so it's sure to be delightful. So please stay back and share some time with us. And remember to visit our YouTube page, like and subscribe. That's it for now. Please join me in our second hymn selection. Old Time Christmas. Please stand.
Christmas time again, time for family and good friends. Christmas time again, oh, I wish it would never end. That special time of year, plenty goodwill and good cheer. Let us celebrate and share, like how God is here. This is the time for us all to come together, live our lives like children of one Father. Share the good vibe with everyone we need. If it's nice, take it on the street. Christmas time again, time for family and good friends. Christmas time again, how I wish it would never end. Time for hug up, love up and sing, yam up, drink up and swing, hold on and play ring ding. This is what Christmas brings. God, forgive and forget. You have the present, make sure it well said. The joy of the season is the only way of making sure this is a brighter day. Christmas time again, time for family and good friends. Christmas time again, how I wish it would never end. That special time of year, plenty goodwill and good cheer. Let us celebrate and share, like how that is here. Time for hug up, love up and sing. Come up, drink up and swing. Hold on and play ring ding. This is what Christmas brings. Remember loved ones, keep pleasant memories. Count the good times by ones, twos, and threes. You will soon see the many blessings we've had, and that the good times far outweigh the bad. Christmas time again, time for family and good friends. Christmas time again, how I wish it would never end. That special time of year, plenty goodwill and good cheer. Let us celebrate and share, like how Dada is here. Time to hug up, love up and sing. Now mom drink up and swing. Hold on and play ring ding. This is what Christmas brings. Look at love up, rub up and ting. Now mom drink up and swing. Hold on and play ring ding. This is what Christmas brings. Time to hug up, love up and
Awesome. Thank you, Steve G. Awesome. Please take your seats. I invite Vance to do our closing. Oh, Davel want to come back up? Sure. We are open, by all means.
Oh,
We're just having a good time. I tell you, when you put me
I
up
am.
here, that's what happens. I have so much fun. Let's go.
there we go. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and I think that if I should give you something, it's something that I'd want to give you at
Yes.
the best. So
Yes.
we're going to do a second rendition.
all right.
And just because it's Christmas, I'm giving you something else. So
Oh,
here
all
goes.
right,
I
okay.
hope, again, if you
Let's
know it,
take it.
join with me. All right? Take it away. I wouldn't feel good with myself if I didn't do something else, you know? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. I did it wrong again, don't I? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. No, make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days are yours. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years all will be together. If the faith allows, hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together. If the faith allows, hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. I feel a little better. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right. Oh, thank you, Davell. My heart full. I tell you, it's Christmas for me. Oh, I could just listen to you all morning. And now I'll invite Vance to come up and do our blessing of the love offering and our closing affirmative prayer. Over to you, Vance.
Thank you, Jennifer. I said that Reverend Michelle turned real Jamaican. So let's just join me in this blessing of the love offering and our closing affirmative prayer. So we recognize the one source from which all blessings, all gifts flow. And in this recognition, I give thanks for everyone who allowed themselves to be a giver this morning. A giver of time, talent, treasure, and just a giver of your hearts this morning and your light this morning. So we give thanks for everyone who give. And we know that as we give, so we receive. Shaken down, pressed down, and running over. So we know we are truly, truly blessed. So I give thanks. So in this consciousness of thanksgiving, we live from this service as one. To our seemingly separate activities, but we go with this consciousness of oneness, allowing our light to shine so that everyone finds this light within themselves and light up Jamaica, light up the world, indeed light up the entire cosmos. So from this temple of light, a beacon of light goes out to the world, blessing everyone abundantly this Christmas, and just allowing the recognition and the acceptance of the Christ in this season. It is truly the most wonderful time of the year, and for this I am thankful. And I just release these words now to that love that makes it so, and so it is. So we're going to have our So I'm going to ask the practitioners to come forward. Join us as we sing the peace song.